That's pretty impressive. I will say that. Okay guys, we have a model 205DS Sefaspe. We are gonna test this bad boy out. It's a MIG welder, MIG gun, comes with the hose, ground clamp, positive clamp, instructions, 220 and 120 auto. So do a 220 or the 120, it automatically selects over. Looks like it's about a 6-foot cord on here. We're gonna go ahead and plug it into the 220 to 110 adapter. No sparks flying, that's a good sign. So this will do, it's got a mode for spool gun, stick, lift TIG, MIG, and MIG mix, and you got flux. It's got settings on here. It automatically changes your wire speed for you with your voltage. So if you go back to MIG, go to 19.2, way down to 14 it looks like. Now I don't have the spool gun for this. It does not come with one, you have to buy it separate. So it takes the 7-pin Euro style gun plug. Go ahead and get this plugged in here. So I got that one rigged up in there. That's a spool gun spool, but that's not exactly what you want. But we're gonna make it work here. Okay, so doing a regular MIG, it's gonna take gas. It does come with the gas line. So we'll go ahead and hook the gas line up. This does not come with a regulator, so you'll have to get a regulator if you're gonna use gas. Ground cable, it looks like it's about 10 foot. Other lead for your stick looks like it's about 10 foot also. It does come with one extra tip and a little tool to take the tip off. I did look, you can get these on Amazon. They are pretty common on there. It does come with another roller for 0.8. The one that's in there now is a 0.9. So since we're gonna be using gas, we're going with the positive polarity for the gun. Wow. It's even got post-flow gas. That's pretty impressive. Tell you what, guys, just by laying that one little bead down there, this is kind of a neat little welder for a guy that wants to do a little bit on the weekends. That's pretty impressive. I will say that. For a $189 welder, I was a little skeptical on this at first, but wow, that is impressive. Like I said, this sets automatically so you can change it up, change your wire, all goes with your voltage. So it's kind of like almost like an auto set, yes and no, but we're gonna play with it here. That's impressive. That's not bad at all, boys. Now I think the duty cycle on this, I'll have to look it up, but it's probably not as much as a Miller, but fan already kicked on. That's nice to see. This is 14 gauge steel here, and I believe that's 14 also. Tell you what, lays down a pretty good bead. Tip's not doing too bad. To get them big fat beads. That's pretty impressive, I think. That was at 145 amps. Crank her all the way high as she can go. See if we can break it. We are on 220 volts. Not horrible. It's not bad at all. Man. That's 1/4 inch thick plate, thick stuff. Not crazy, pretty decent beads. $189. That's crazy to me. But I would really highly recommend this welder. Now, how long it's gonna last, I don't know, just because it's got all the different processes. It's got the T2 and the 4-2. What that is when you pull the trigger, the T2, it's trigger pull for the MIG. The 4-2, when you click it, once that arc keeps going, you can release the trigger. Those are for long welds, so you don't have to hold the trigger the whole time. And then to stop it, you either pull away or click the trigger and it stops. That's cool. I've never even had a welder that had that feature on. Pretty cool. So if you're in the market for one of these, I mean, honestly, hands down, it'll get the jobs that you need to get done. If you're a hobbyist or whatever, duty cycle on this thing's like 60%. So that's really not that bad at the highest setting. That is fairly, honestly, if you go lower settings, the duty cycle should get a little bit longer if you're welding thinner stuff. But this thing is probably the best little welder I've ever tested out that is cheap and on Amazon. If you really like it, whatever, if you want to click the link below, I got a link that you can take right to it. Have fun welding.